Let's crop that while people are waiting. Right. And... oh, beautiful. Working. Yes, it is. Pop out the chat. Hey! Oh, that's so good. Yeah, I've been streaming at random times lately. Just when I have the chance to, because God, this game is very long. Alright, so... I have a film degree, so I get a whole thingy about reading. That's probably better. It's lean too heavily that way, it's like this weird chiaroscuro. Anyway, who else is here? Hey, Marshy of the... 11 PM, it's a... yes, it is! I had to check the time, it's 11 PM here. Alright, so... last time we did this, I think, again, like, I wandered into an area I wasn't leveled for. This is kind of a recurring thing in Elden Ring. As I think we've discussed a little already. Like, each area, like, if you try... what I've learned about Elden Ring, basically, is that if you attempt to play it like Dark Souls, and just go from like Legacy Dungeon to Legacy Dungeon to Legacy Dungeon, it doesn't work. You basically need to hang around, and you kind of need to stay in that area and do all of these. Like, roughly, basically, all of this stuff before you can really move on, because if you try to move on, like, if you try to do the bosses over here in Raya Lucaria Grand Library, if you just made it, like, you can quite comfortably make a beeline from Godric to that library. Hey, Tipsy, you can make a beeline here, and you can beat the boss no problem, but then the second you leave and you try going somewhere here, you'll be pancaked immediately. So you really kind of need to hang around here for not just experience, but for weapon upgrades. Because I was running around, like, and I was, like, the weapon upgrades go, I think, up to 30. And I was in, like, what's kind of a mid-late game area with a +5. So, like, you need to do all those tunnels to get all those smithing stones. You gotta do it all. If you just try running around, you're gonna die, like, very quickly. So, where I am now is we're just cleaning out the sewers in Leyndell, which is basically the game's equivalent of Anor Londo. But you have to keep coming and going. I have a key that opens something, but I don't know what yet. And I just realized the game has no audio. My mistake. Deal with this rat. That's better. Right. Can juggle quite a lot of things over here. There we go. Cool, alright, so we're in Leyndell sewers. I'm basically... I know something I need is here, and I'm basically just following the trail of items I haven't collected yet. This looks like it. This looks like a door that I should be opening, so... This door I opened, the classic animation, it keeps coming and coming and coming. It's like they realized it wasn't in Sekiro. And... they're making up for that. Oh, that's so Bloodborne, look at that. the body hanging over the rafters. Ooh, hello. I didn't see you there. Oh, you're tough. Oh god, there's two of them. Not sure how I feel about fighting a bunch of those in a row. Ooh, there's a grace. Good. This area sent you mad last night, okay. The next story boss we have to deal with is Fire Giant, who... I was doing okay against, but basically two-shots me, so I thought I'd go do something else in the meantime. Alright, so I think now that they're dead, this might be a good time to explore, because I don't have to keep... If I rest at the Grace and come out, I'll have to deal with two of them at the same time. Oh! Oh! Also want to forewarn people that, like, it's storm season now, and sometimes the storms knock the internet out. That happened during another one, so if I disappear, it's probably because, like, a power line went down or something. Alrighty. Let's do this properly. Oh no, it's the stupid gargoyle things. Vigilance required. I believe you. Oh my god. Is this what sent you mad, or are there more of them after this? Oh, hey, Baron Tutu. I just noticed you. You've been to this, but yeah, this is below Leyndell, so you can. It's like, kind of just like Yharnam, like you can just jump from the top down into the sewer system. So I'm assuming you could go here pretty early. I know what, I have a key that apparently unlocks something here, but I don't actually know which of the doors it is. And I don't want to go and check if it's that. Actually, yeah, let's check if it's that. That's not a door. I'm wondering if I can run past them, because they seem to run off the engine. Oh, there we go. Smooth. Oh good, I need a smithing stone 7. Oh. This actually kind of feels reasonably level to where I am now. More so than the frozen area does. Hello. Ooh. Rest at the grace, rest at the... That doesn't, I'll just die here anyway. I don't care, I respawn. You miss Blight Town, oh dear. Oh dear. Let's go 40 vigor. So basically there's a guy in the Roundtable called Dung Eater. He's in the intro. He looks like, I guess like Sigmire if he had a horrible disease. And He says that his body, like his actual physical body, is somewhere here. And I have the key that apparently unlocks it, but I don't know where in the sewers it is. So what I'm doing is I'm running through and I'm just following the trail of like items I haven't collected yet. Pretty obvious trail. These are very Kingsfieldy. I don't care. The thing about these Souls games, like, I'm poisoned, so I don't really give a shit about poison anymore. I'm just gonna run through everything, just can't hurt me more than it already has. Oh, it's more hands. Something I noticed about these is that, like, it looks like it's two hands. Kind of like this. That's what it looks like to me. It doesn't look like one hand with a ton of things. It looks like this. Ooh, that's him! Okay, that's Dung Eater. Great. Sounds like a guy. That's the guy we need. So, take you out. Nice.
Must eat more. Defile more. Everything that matters to you for generations to come. I am the Dung Eater, a scourge upon the living.
Good afternoon, Wave Sounds. We're about to meet Dung Eater for the second time. We met his red phantom form in Roundtable, and here is presumably the real Dung Eater. Physical. So.
Who are you? I've been here long enough. I will kill again. And defile each corpse with care. Just to be sure that when they're reborn, they'll be cursed, along with their children, and their children's children, for all time to come.
So you might say, he's cursing the fiends, their children too, and their children forever true. Think carefully.
I will kill again, and defile each corpse with care, just to be sure that when they're reborn, they'll be cursed, along with their children, and their children's children, for all time to come.
He threw his helmet. Oh, there we go. Oh, yeah, just look. I thought he'd have some like weird monster face, but he's like a normal dude.
I will kill just to be sure.
Now I'm gonna go back to Roundtable. That is Yamamura's head smashing animation. So I am going to go back to Roundtable, and I have a horrible feeling he's going to start killing NPCs. Like, oh, kill them all. So, at the same time, like, I can't entirely hate a man who lives in a sewer. So his red... Well, they're all alive. His flesh is... No, his, like, red phantom version's through here, isn't it? It's... Oh, it's gone. Right. Oh! I mean, that's obviously the outer moat, but which... I have actually resorted to using, some wikis for some of them. Which is not something I usually do, like, live, because I feel like it sort of detracts, and it also, like... You're not really getting the full experience if, like, I'm just using a guide, but this game is huge. This game is, like... conservatively about 5 times the size of Dark Souls, so when I see, like, come to the blank... I actually, like, I get a little I don't know. And just to prevent this from dragging on for an eternity, I might actually look it up. But it's very big. It's like I was talking about this last time, where like I don't know how many people will finish this just because of the sheer size of it. And I guess you could take some of my things I've said about the size as like a complaint, but like, that's not a problem I have with Elden Ring. It's just like, I just in general tend not to vibe with like giant 100-hour open world things. So any like parts where I seem a little like that's, I would be doing that in anything. It's nothing that Elden Ring is doing wrong. It's just I would be saying that in Horizon, I'd be saying it in Morrowind, you know. Oh yeah, character respecking is vital because, like, if I do another run of this, it will be in, like, October. So I remember, like, the first time I finished, like, Dark Souls, Bloodborne, Dark Souls 2, Dark Souls 3 to a lesser extent, I'm like, I gotta do this again. I gotta do this again because I know, like, how all the mechanics work, I know all the quests are, I'm gonna do this again, I'm gonna do it differently, I'm gonna do it better. This is, like... I need a rest, please. I think checking guides is fine if it's like an open world game where they say something really vague and it's like, I don't know where that is. I'm showing this off because, like, when I got here and I encountered this character for the first time, I was level 37, I think? I am now level 100, and it seems, like, kind of hard. So you can imagine what it was like on level, you know, less than half that. Got something for it. You're kind of seeing like what I was talking about when I was like, I may end up needing to look things up because, like, I'm assuming the outer moat is this thing, because it is indeed an outer moat. But like, I'm there and it goes like this, and I have no idea what part Dung Eater is going to be in. I also don't know if it's this outer moat because, like, you pull out a little bit, like, other castles have moats. So let's just hang on. I feel like this is fine because it's just saving me from checking every single moat in the game. Right, questline. Okay, it's the very top part. Yeah, like I'm not saying I don't think open world games are bad at all. I just like I don't have the time for them. For some reason, like I've never played the Persona games because I look at them and it, like I bought Persona 5. I thought it looked really interesting, and then it's like estimated time to beat between 100 and 120 hours, and I was like, I don't think I can do that. I'm like, Sin is playing Horizon right now, so like she's not gonna have time for this and Horizon at the same time. Oh. The weird thing is, like, those trolls are outside the front gate, and outside the front gate I one-shot them. These ones, I don't. It's like you walk a little bit further and suddenly they're massively buffed. You're not supposed to come inside. I don't know. Okay, so... It's like you would start playing this and you'd think, okay, it's not actually that different to Dark Souls because the combat feels very similar to like a natural evolution from Dark Souls 3 where they're just making it faster and more based on agility than tanking damage. But then where it differs is actually just like the structure of the world and how they want you to progress through the world. That's completely different. And if you try to do that part like it's Dark Souls, it's not going to work as well. And I think that might end up getting some people off it. But we'll see. You can find a ramp, thank you. Also, like, there's a massive chat delay. I'm sorry. Nothing I can really do about it. Short of becoming Prime Minister and fixing the country's internet, I can't really do anything about it. And so apparently Dung Eater is around here. Where's my boy? Turtle. Is this... Oh, Dung Eater's invaded, okay.
I will kill you and defile your corpse. Then the pox will truly be. I'll give you a good blessing. You'll be nourishment for the pox.
Right. Let's try that again. Hey, Oswald. We're streaming at a slightly different time today, so we're getting slightly different people. Hello, if this is your first time joining us. So was Dung Eater what death blighted me, or was that the crab? Where are you? It's like Dung Eater's killing ground now. Hello, Asa.
I will kill you and defile your corpse. Then the pox will truly be your own.
Let's see if we can get the crab to hit Dung Eater. Yes! Time for crab. What was that? Hey. My line. Whoa. Oh my god, you had to go through the storm in Brisbane. Jesus. For people who don't know, like, quite a bit of the sort of northeast coast, not the north, but the north of the east coast of Australia is like, it's like record flooding. Like, there's cities that are, like, there's towns that are just underwater. Like, we've never, it's like no one's ever seen anything like it, really. It's just so massive. Oh, we're way back. Yeah, hang on. Oh, that's good that you're okay, but yeah, like, I saw some of those. Oh my god. You're in Ipswich, Jesus. Well, Asa brings up an interesting point there, because basically, like, all the climate scientists have been telling, like, the government, who are obsessed with coal, that it's like, things are getting bad. But then because they don't specifically give a time and a place that's like, this specific town on this specific, like, week, this will happen to it. He says, well, no one could have foreseen this, so there's nothing we could have done. Like, when we had those massive fires, like, about, yeah, it's like pretty much 2 years ago exactly. Like, they happened, obviously, they were bushfires, so they happened in the summer when it was really hot. And, like, where I live, it's usually around, most of the year is very foggy. And I went out, like, during when the fires were happening. And, like, it looked like it was foggy. It looked like Silent Hill, but you'd go outside and it'd be really warm and everything would taste of smoke. Like, it was so strange.
I will kill you and defile your corpse. Then the pox will truly be your own.
Ooh. Is he saying bless you? I guess he is. Ooh. Ooh. Sword of Milos. Alright. I mean, I'm glad. I was worried when I let Dung Eater out he was going to kill everyone in Roundtable. But, is he going to be like the PvP? Because, God, there's him, there's also, what is it, the Lord of Blood. And there's like, is that all? There's like, I think there's a bunch of PvP focused things in. Is this a theme in the game or unique to the character? Oh, yeah, okay, so, a lot of this game seems uncomfortably horny. It's like they made parts of it to be memed, like that warrior jar, Alexander. The first time you meet him, he's like, I need you to whack me with something very big from behind. And then the next, like, right. But then the next time you meet him, he's like, oh, whacking me from behind isn't good enough. You're going to need to make me very slippery. And I don't know what that involves, but I think I have to grease him up.
There you are. You warded off my blessing, despite the curse stirring within you.
Hello, Sen.
No one has succeeded in that before. How? I thought. Then it hit me that you are, in fact, me. And I am the Dung Eater. It is my flesh that must receive the blessing. Give me your blessing. Defile my flesh with the seedbed curse. Again and again. Until it is done. Until a cursed ring coalesces and may one day defile order itself. Countless I have killed. And countless I have defiled. And soon the fruits will be born. Hundreds will be reborn cursed. And they'll bear thousands of cursed children, who bear tens of thousands more. A few of those will be born just like me. And they'll kill and defile and bless in my stead. The rotten fools. My fate was the grandest, most brilliant of them all. My corporeal flesh, give it your blessing until a curse
So seedbed curse is an item, and I got one of them. I don't know if they're like a PvP thing or what, but you gotta give them to Dung Eater's body. Yeah, actually, no, wait a minute, because this game does not have like a traditional covenant system in it. Like, I don't think it would know to give you specific items for doing PvP for someone. I don't know. Can I grab my...
Greeting. Are you here for spirit?
No, I need Grave Glove. Ghost Glove, what 8, which I don't have. Hello.
Well, I took you for no matter. Lay out your arms.
1 smithing stone 7 short. Might actually, because I can't level up with this, I might actually burn these to get some smithing stone 6s. And then upgrade my shield again. Cost again? Yeah.
Back no matter.
Bought the wrong kind of smithing stone, didn't I? I bought somber. Oh. So where we were last time was over here, and the boss was wrecking me. Oh, I've got Oleg, I just haven't used him yet. My spirit of choice at the moment is Mimic Tier, which seems to be everyone's. Because it's just kind of... Mimic Tier just makes a copy of you, which means you can outfit it however you want. And apparently, like, if you equip, like, resins and stuff, Mimic Tier would just does them. But you don't lose any. So we're gonna give the Flame Giant another couple of shots. If this doesn't work out, I'd like to try Fina's questline. Is it worth upgrading shields? Mine is blocking a lot, I guess. So this is the guy who was... I got him down to his second phase pretty consistently, but he's very chaotic. Consider some of these fire things slightly excessive, yeah. Okay, bye-bye, bye-bye, bear. The face on the tummy is very interesting, yeah. Like, I like a lot of these designs. They're very, very cool looking. Like, you can sort of see there, like, it's very... There's just a lot of things going on. And, yeah, like, also, I found a lot of enemies seem to, like, they have they have attacks that don't seem to have a recovery period, so, like, you'll get hit. And then there's, like, either you can't get out of the way or you have, like, 1 frame's worth of input before the next one hits you, and it, yeah. Like, it's very easy to get completely obliterated in this. I also, like, I don't quite get... This is me, by the way. This is not the game. But I don't get horseback combat at all. Like, that attack there, that, like, flipping thing. I have no trouble, like, you can see there, I dodged through it pretty easily on foot, but on horseback, I don't know. Like, I don't know if the horse can't dodge roll because it's a horse. But jumping over it didn't seem to do anything. I'll let this cutscene play. I... This fight is like, to give you an example of what I'm talking about with like just like level scaling. There was a fight like that we did the previous time. It was basically a cross between Amygdala and Rom, where it's like a big like sort of Amygdala shaped thing, but it was doing the meteorite stuff and the teleports that Rom did. But the thing is, the damage it did wasn't that high, so the fact that you're being swarmed by meteorites and shit made it viable, but like this is sort of like, it's firing crap that two-shots me. And also it's just really hard to actually get to because it's just like flailing everywhere, so I understand, like I'm probably meant to hit it in the hands when it does that, but like good luck getting to the hands, you know. Like, it's basically like, what if Tower Knight had Bed of Chaos's moveset? Yeah, like there, like by the time like I've set the, I'm just like splat. Like it's getting, I don't know. I think it wants you to just be a higher level because like I am in this is the highest defense armor I have, and it's still like just like wrecking me. Do I have? I think I actually have. Hang on. I think I actually have like a fire defense thing equipped. Yeah, like I've got like this is the heaviest. Like look at everything else is red. I'm almost level 100. I have the like second level fire defense thing, and I'm just like being. I think, well, this is the problem, Sin, that like the horse is, it's impossible to dodge shit on the horse because it has no dodge roll. It can just jump, so I ended up not using it. Like, I was talking to someone else about this fight last night, and she's like, oh yeah, it's fine. I beat it. And then she qualifies, I was demoralized for it, though. And I'm just thinking, like, do you want to be demoralized by this? Like, I am assuming the next phase, essentially, is going to be about hitting the hands. It's just that it's constantly throwing projectiles at you, which make you want to keep your distance, so... And, like, these are so annoying, because they're basically, like, you have to get close to them to trigger them and then run away. Now it's doing Bed of Chaos's move. Okay, so Ground on fire again. Like, that is kind of a pain to dodge, I'm not gonna lie, because it's just like, the ground's on fire. Okay, so I'm guessing I'm gonna hit it in the head or something, but I'm nowhere near the head right now, so... Like, I'm guessing I just gotta get the Mimic Tear to distract it, but... Oh shit, no. Like, I think we can do it, it's just like, it just feels like kind of arbitrary, because it's just like, I don't think I'm gonna survive this, because it's just, how do you... Like, it's just sort of, it's hard to read this thing because it's so huge that you don't see it a lot of the time. Mimic Tear is dead now. And then it just rolls away, so you're gonna run through it again, and... Fuck off with these. I just... Like, my problem with these things is you cannot do anything about them except trigger them and just hope that they, like, get out of the way before they go off. Like, that's just... But if you show your back to it, it starts doing the stupid projectile thing. Like, it's... Like, you can see, I'm doing it. I think we can do it. It's just like, it feels like so chaotic, and it feels like Bed of Chaos. It just like, the aptly named Bed of Chaos, there's just so much happening. And a lot of it feels weird and arbitrary. Like here, like right here. Oh shit! Oh god! Fucking thank you! Yeah, we did it. You all helped me by being there. The presence of the chat sort of makes me not want to sulk and just walk away because I'm aware there's people watching. Okay. Now watch me just die from fall damage trying to figure out how to get into the forge. Hang on. Nope. Okay. Yeah, like, I guess this is the next boss, trying to figure out how to get into the forge. Do I even get into it? Or do I stand around it? Like, I don't know. Not from the bottom, is it? No, okay. Hang on, I'm not supposed to, like, take another path through the... Doesn't look like it. Hang on. Okay. Yeah. You'll help me, message. Are you ready? Evidently not. Oh no! Oh my god! Have I noticed the roll timings are off? I've noticed that, like, you seem to have a lot of iframes. Like, a lot. Like, as soon as you hit, like, it's like Bayonetta dodging or something, like, as soon as you hit the dodge, you basically nothing hits you till you finish rolling. So, like... I don't know, I haven't really had problems. I think I learned the timing, I don't know. I don't play Dark Souls 3 that much, so I don't know how it compares. And I can't even really talk about 2 because 2 has the weird, like, adaptability system. Where you have a stat that governs your iframes, and it's like... Okay. Do I go right to this side? Thank you, GRT Noise. Oh, there's a grace here, okay. Yeah, the end part of the roll is, and I think, like, I was talking to some other people about this, and the consensus is sort of like, it seems to have been designed to punish you for to make rolling good, but also punish you for spamming the roll. Because it has such, like, that recovery thing always... How do I get down into the forge? I've now died more to the jump than the giant in this stream. Okay. Where is the... Is it down here? Look, look at all these bloodstains! Oh, hang on. Do I have to talk to Melina wanted to come here, so hang on. You go around the forge. I wanted to talk to Melina.
I have long observed the lands between. This world is in dire need of repair and death. Indiscriminate. Are you prepared to commit a cardinal sin?
Hell yeah.
Very well. Let my hand rest upon you. For but a moment.
So for those of you who weren't here last time, Melina said that she wanted to go here to burn down the Erd Tree. And I don't know if this is actually a choice or the game just doesn't progress unless you use it, but... We're gonna burn the Erd Tree, apparently.
O Erd Tree, you shall burn. Burn for the sake of the new Lord. Thank you for guiding me here. The one who walks alongside flame shall one day meet the road of destined death. Goodbye.
So I'll let everyone take in the sights here because it's really pretty. Hang on, is the Erd Tree even on? That's kind of burny. This is kind of like... One of the problems with the way that, like, this game uses teleporter gates is that, like, this whole reveal and this whole vista, I saw it, like, 8 hours ago. Because I touched a door, and it just took me here and then it left me again. And it's like... I don't know, I feel like some of the teleporters sort of rob you of reveals. Because, like, I showed you... Like, I showed this off on the last stream. It's astonishingly good. It looks... This is Farum Azula. It looks incredible. But, like, this... I don't know, I feel like it was cheapened because a door took me here, like, a long time ago. And I saw it all. Oh. Where will I respawn if there was no side of grace? Respawn at the forge, have to talk to Melina again. She's like, oh, for fuck's sake. Well, yeah, okay, the teleporter gates, right? The teleporter gates take you to places that are like chunks of levels that you don't otherwise go to. So I feel like they built the levels and then they're like, well, we're not actually using this part of it, so they stick like, I'll show it to you later on. They stick like a teleporter gate there. So you just go and you see it, but you don't do anything, and then you just leave again. Same thing happened with Nokron. It's like, it's really weird. Because, like, I've seen a lot of this already, but I wasn't able to do anything, and it's like, this sort of reveal is like... I don't know, it's such an odd decision. I understand why they did it, it's just it's an odd decision. So Farum Azula, like... Way back at the start of the game, there was a boss called Beastman of Farum Azula, and, like... This is it, this is just... It's just like the Beastman city, hello. Okay, good. Stake of America. That's... Ah, Grace. Okay. Here we go. So what's this? Crumbling Beast Grave. Okay, I'll show you what I was talking about before. It's an area called the Four Belfry. One? Good, okay. I don't remember which of the belfries it actually... Oh no, there's you actually enter and leave Siofra and what's Einsel like a bunch, like up and down a ton. And a lot of it's tied to Ranni's questline, so go see her first. This is what I mean. This is like you could. I think you can actually just go here like at the start of the game without beating any bosses. Yes, I did save a wretch like me. Might be this one. Of course it's not, though. This is not plugged in. We'll try this. This will either take us to Farum Azula or Nokron. Night Sky and Ceasing sounds like Nokron. Try this one. Crumbling. Okay, right. So this is somewhere you could just go anytime. Like you don't even apparently like I didn't figure this out, but you don't even need to beat Godric to get to Leonia. So like this could be like one of the first things you do is you find the 4 belfries and you go into this one. And you're in Farum, Azula. And you get the whole, this is a better vista and a lot, like, you see the whole place. But, like, I saw this, like, a really long time ago. And yeah, it's just odd to me that, like, something it looks like it's meant to be, like, a really cool reveal, it ends up kind of not being a reveal. I don't know, anyway. It's still really cool, it's just so strangely structured. Oh, okay, I'll explain Ranni now. So, this is what I have gleaned. Ranni's questline is in part dependent on Blythe, the werewolf guy. Which means if you've done something else that locks Blythe to a certain location, the Ranni quest won't start until you go and finish whatever Blythe is doing there. And one of those things is Radahn. So if you start the Radahn fight, and Blythe is there, and you haven't seen Ranni yet, Ranni won't appear because Blythe needs to be there, but Blythe is currently with Radahn, so you have to beat Radahn. And I don't know if that's true of any other things, but that's kind of how it's working for me. Is this a good likeness? Oh, for God's sake. I left you. Yeah, we're not doing this. Just get me out of here. Uh-huh. This has a really good character creator, actually. The one thing that's actually, like, off to me about the character creator is that if you go to respec, you can change the character's appearance at any time, but, like, you don't get access to the preset faces. Because, like, I made a character who looked a little weird to start with, and I was like, I need, like, a preset face to work from, but there weren't any, like, in the respec thing. Which was a little odd to me. You can't sort of, like, reset and try again, you have to kind of work with what you made already. Caption does not move. Uh-huh. Check if there's something under it. A horrible laughing noise. This looks very much like a boss arena. Big, round, open space. It's gonna burst open, or there's gonna be one of those star beasts in it. Okay. Never mind. Do I have to beat this? I mean, it's probably not worse than Fire Giant, but... I don't know if this is optional or not. I might leave this for a while. How long have we been going? Oh wow, 1.5 hours. It doesn't feel like that. Good question. Good question. This is actually what the sky kind of looks like where I am, minus the dragons and floating rock. Like, it's just completely white right now, because we're sort of moving into the autumn after summer. Oh. There's a grey side out there. Stealth is actually really, like, expanded on in this, also than the Souls games, because there's just, like, like stealth-based equipment that like actually affects your stealth. It's not like Demon Souls where it's like, oh, there's a ring you put on. There's like actual like all the specialized stealth stuff that's really cool. This is Archdragon Peak, isn't it? Not literally, but like this is so like Archdragon Peak. I'm not complaining, I'm just saying. Archdragon Peak enough. I don't know what that lightning is coming from. Oh, it's that one in the distance, okay. Ancient Dragon Prayer Book, yep. Yep. We back here, lads. Christ. I am going to touch this handy grace and then come back. Okay, now to take on my nemesis. I feel like this is revenge for the network test, because you get a very similar spell in that, and I was just spamming on every single boss. Would you say bleed is busted? I haven't used it. I used it a lot in the early game. It wrecked Godric. It wrecks a lot of the, like, human enemies, but I haven't, like, I've just been sticking with my, normal-ass broadsword. This god, wow, okay. Okay, that's where I went down for the dragon. There's actually, like, there's a whole bleed-based, Covenant's the wrong word, because I don't think Covenants really exist in this, but that there's a character called the Lord of Blood. And they're like, all their equipment is spec'd around bleeding. You can actually like projectile bleed attacks and things. Like there's a lot of bleeding in this, but I haven't really been using it. I see a dragon. I'm gonna go back to Roundtable. And I'm going to upgrade my weapon because I can now. And you get this specialized, like this literal like a weapon buff that just hurts dragons. So alternatively, like I can. Oh, you weren't here before. No.
Take a look around. The Roundtable Hold is burned, razed to the ground. Don't worry, I don't blame you. I'll continue spirit tuning just the same as before, which is why I need your help persuading Master Hugh to leave. His roots are so knotted in this place. He won't last much longer if he stays here. His shackles are broken. He's a free man now. It's high time he put the round table behind him.
Hang on. Well, is he still in his smith? Because okay, good. That door wasn't open before. Yeah, we ought to go there.
I knew you'd be out your own.
6, 7, 8. Okay. Oh, Lord of Blood is... They have their own area. I can't remember how you get there exactly. Alright, so who's in here? It's like for people who didn't see the last time, Roundtable Hold, like, you can actually visit us. It's like an abandoned old workshop slash Hunter's a Dream version of this, where you, like, find the real Roundtable Hold, and it's, like, all decayed. Okay, got these stuff. Right, okay. Guess everyone's dead now. Oh, she's not... okay. Sophia's still here. Oh, for people who don't know, this mirror lets you respec, I'll show you. It's called Apply Cosmetics, and it's just this. If you want to actually respec the skills, like if you want to respec your stats, you got to talk to Renala. Oh, someone else is dead. Yeah, Corin's dead. The two fingers are... they seem happy. They're doing this to me. Rude Eldritch Abomination you are. Hi. Yeah, I burned the Erdtree, that was me.
You've done it, I see. What use do you have for me now? I am a finger reader. I will remain here until their dialogue ends and the fingers speak again. Do as you please. Take whatever course seems most worthy to you. Now you may go.
Does she still... oh.
You'd fall.
Good, okay. What's the Fire Giant? Okay, so... Fire Giant was a survivor of the war against the Giants. Upon realizing the flames of the forge would never die, Queen Marika marked him with a curse. Okay, and he gives us... Fire Giants borrowed from the power of a fell god, and still they were defeated, yet their failure released them from their solitary curse. And... every giant is red of hair, and Radagon was said to despise his own red locks. I'm wondering if the fell god they're mentioning is the Three Fingers. Because we've heard the Three Fingers mentioned, and they're said to have like a flame associated with them. It would make sense, like if Marika is like all about the Two Fingers, that the giants that she like fought and subdued, they would be servants of the Three Fingers. That sort of makes sense to me. I don't know though. Is Vardy still around? Oh, Vardy's still here. Hey, Vardy.
You burned the Erdtree, didn't you? Then the round table is soon to follow. No need to fret about that. The Roundtable Hold served to put a tarnish upon the throne of Elden Lord. And if the Erdtree needed to burn for that to happen, then the Round Table must go as well. There are 4 more Nicola of the Haligtree. The Unalloyed, his twin, Lunar Princess Ranni, and Ranni has said so here. If you should learn, I'll trade your findings for a hidden...
So I gotta go... Lord of Blood is apparently... I have to find him, I guess. I know he has his own castle that's sort of... I mean, you need a bell. Dung Eater's gone? Alright. Probably just back in his body in the capital. Now that the Erdtree's burned, I actually want to go back to Leyndell. See if it looks any different. Because the Elden Throne is where Melina was like, maybe we should burn this whole thing down. So let's see if it changed. Oh no, wave sounds. The giants explicitly did marry into like the demigods. Like Radagon, he's either the first or second wife of Marika. And like, yeah, there's this whole thing about like he has red hair. What else is there? There's the sides of oh no, I thought that was the side of Grace that had gone black, and I'm like, damn, but no. The like there's this whole thing where like the giants intermarried into this other group who were all like kind of like the Thumerians. They're like this the sort of very pale-skinned moon-aligned people, and that like the Valkyrie lady seems to be a descendant of them as well because she's got the red hair, and there's a oh Margit / Morgoth. And like I found another lady who has red hair and one arm. And I think like she's actually supposed to be like it's just like the illegitimate daughter or the niece or something of the Valkyrie lady. It's I may alright. What'd I burn it down for? Let's go down here. No, yeah, I think Loki, that's a real, like, the whole Loki is a half-giant thing, that seems to be part of this, and, like, there's an enemy that's straight up called Malekith in this. And someone else mentioned, I forget who it was, talking about Balder. The Norse god Balder, where, like, Balder can only be killed by one thing, and that's very similar to, like, the Rune of Death making the black knife that kills Godwyn. And also the whole, like, the tree and everything, like, it's... I'm gonna go and say, like, it's not based on Norse mythology, like some people are saying. It's like, clearly... It's taking cues from that, but it's not, like, all it is. Because, I mean, if you were just, like, ripping off Norse mythology, you wouldn't specifically hire George R.R. Martin. You'd hire him for something more complicated than that. But alright, so this seems I think the music changed a bit, but like yeah, no, I was wondered if it was going to be covered in ashes or something, but it looks like it's pretty much I haven't figured out how to get well, actually no, well you must get on. I just don't know how. There's another like path round. One day I'll figure out how to get that thing. This is where I fought Godfrey the first time. And... yeah. Yeah, inspired by but not based, yeah. And like the giant with like the one-eyed like face thing that's very, like, Baelor, like, Celtic. Okay, cool, the Earth Tree's on fire, so that's something. Right, so where's it go? Got where I'm going. Azula, that's right. Yeah, they all draw from a variety. This is also drawing, I think, in part from, the Japanese folktale Princess Kaguya. There's this whole thing in that about, like, the people from the moon. And this, like, procession from the moon that comes down to take the moon people back. And Ranni's questline kind of seems like that, like she wants to sort of go back to the moon. I'm still trying to figure out, like, what any of this really means, though. So the reason I'm hitting summoning pools, even though I don't use them, is that they sometimes trigger NPCs to appear. And I know that, like, the other one-armed, red-haired lady, she specifically said to me, like, I will fight alongside you, but I've not actually seen her summon sign yet. Oh, hey! It's a dog skeleton. I'm gonna keep reviving since it's a skeleton, which isn't... How's it practice? Yeah, the three fingers are associated with something called the Flame of Frenzy, and like I'm certain this is all on like incantations that I haven't read yet. Because I'm like for anyone who's like, what, you haven't really been reading out the descriptions and stuff. It's like what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get to the end game. And then when I have that, I can start going back and like looking at other stuff. But I just want to sort of get everywhere unlocked first. That exact set piece is used in Archdragon Peak. There's a bit where you walk along and a snake guy jumps out in exactly the same way. Nothing down here. Oh yeah, well there's so much in this. Like there's, you could do tons and tons and tons of shit just on like the various family trees, like which god is into marrying and who's creating who, and like that seems to be the most George R.R. Martin-y thing about it. These like extremely complicated dynasties, like in Dark Souls, it's like, here's the gods. I'm just gonna list them. There's a guy called McLoif, cool, whatever. But like, this is full on like characters get divorced and remarried and have different kids, and it's all detailed, and it's like so complicated. Oh, Gale. Like, I don't think it... Yeah, oh, it's borrowing from everything. Like, it's... Especially, like people often call Dark Souls like it's a fusion of Eastern and Western mythologies, and like... Kind of, it's more just like Eastern and Western aesthetics, but the story itself is like... The story is basically like... Very, 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 like, Japanese, like... story, but this is like, this actually is both, because you have the stuff that feels like it's like Western dark fantasy, but then you also have like moon viewing and stuff that you would get in like a Japanese story. Like it's there's so much like going on in this. Like, Vardy is never going to need to play another game after this. Like, this is just... There's so much to talk about. Oh. I'm going to go this way. I've also heard that, like, the recommended endgame level is somewhere between 140 and 150. So, like, we're not finishing this tonight. I don't even know what Nightkin are at this point. Like, people who haven't been here before, like, I've got a whole whiteboard. That's all Elden Ring. This is all Elden Ring notes I've been making as I play with this whiteboard marker. I might show it off at the end, but like... Yeah, this is like, Oh good, it's Ornstein. I'm fighting Ornstein and Smo in Archdragon Peak. Right, 2 can... Wait, that game? Get a friend. Okay, this isn't gonna work today. They respawn? Right. So is this like Four Kings, where it'll just endlessly come back until you've exhausted like an HP pool? That's what it seems like. Where have we been going? An hour 50. This feels like something I should come back to later. That's the respawn, isn't it? Yeah. Oh, okay, right. So, I think, like... Because the thin one... Yeah, okay, the thin one seems to actually take significantly more damage. So I think, like... Maybe... Mimic Tear is quite good, but I want to see if it... Hang on, what'll defend against that? I don't even know... Oh yeah, like, that's... I mean, the Black Flame is technically fire, so... Maybe this works against it. I just want to try the exploding pot people. They're called the Soul Jars of Fortune. I have not upgraded them, they're barely going to do any damage, but I just want to see. They're very useful so far. Yeah, the explosion didn't really do anything. Yeah, okay. I took upgrade maybe to +10 for them, okay. I think we'll leave this... Well, I think we'll leave Crumbling Farum Azula for now, because it's a bit big. I think it's a bit too overpowered for us. I think I'm actually locked out of Fia's quest because I didn't get a dagger from her, so like I think that's a write-off. What's the deal with... Even the wiki is hard to figure out because there's so much. Okay, Mogwin powers. Beneath Kaled. Consecrated God. Consecrated grounds. Secret area to the lower plains of the mountain. Okay. Oh, you have to do the Haligtree to get there. Okay. I think I will come back in a little bit with a plan, so I'll be like 1 minute. Something. That's better. Alright, so the other place that... I don't even know what these mean, by the way. The other place is Castle Sol. So the boss of Castle Sol is what's locking off Michaela and Melania. So I'm wondering if, like, I should that might even be a little easier than the... Because the gimmick there is, like, it's a boss that actually fought before, who was called O'Neill. This time they're called Niall. And, it's just a dude with a spear, but the gimmick is he's got 2 other dudes with him. Yeah, I'm sorry we fucked up Thea's questline, because I don't know what we can do about it, because she's just not there anymore. And apparently, like, D was required for it, and D's dead now, so... So is D's armor any good? No. Okay, 2 bodies and 2 minds is like, that's very Elden Ring. I've gone to the sewers. The sewers were the first thing we did, actually. I met Dung Eater. I don't know if there's anything else I need to do there. The one thing about Mimic Team is that if you equip any, like, resins, it will use the resins kind of infinitely. Without using yours. So, let's see. So, like, this is good. It's just, you just take an elevator and don't have to worry about other stuff. Also, yeah, is that a giant eclipse I spy? It just might be. Yeah, this seems a little more reasonable, actually. I say as I'm diced like I'm in a blender, but like... I think we can probably do this as long as I don't, like... As long as I'm on the defensive. Like, that didn't seem terrible. There's stuff with a significant boss. Okay, well... We've been going for 2 hours, so I'll throw myself against Niall. I'll go against Niall a little more. And then... we'll see what happens. I'm kind of disappointed I messed up Fia's thing, though, because, like, I don't want to start another run of Elden Ring, because it's so long. There's my cat. We're in an odd position right now where, like, it's warm, but it's also very wet. She wants to go outside, but she doesn't want to go out if it's raining, so she sort of camps here, and the second she notices the rain stops, she bolts out the window again. I have a frostbite shot. I don't know if frost is the same as magic, but no one was using fire, so whatever. See, being locked out of the fear thing wouldn't bother me if this was Dark Souls 1. But it's Elden Ring, which means if I want to do the fear thing again, it's like an enormous time investment. Yeah, like there. Yeah, this seems way more reasonable than Ornstein and Smo and Ornstein. Oh, he's lightning. Okay, I'll remember that for next time. Okay, I was like avoiding this guy to fight Fire Giant because Fire Giant seemed easier. That was I guess we're going to the Haligtree now because I've got both halves, the other half of the amulets. Come on. You're all right. Cat is now trying to decide if she wants to sit on me or sit on your clothes basket. What do you want to do, little kid? Hello? Yektaman, Fire Giant is actually... Fire Giant's in this area here. He was here. He's like... It's like end game, like you need to unlock this giant lift from, Leyndell to get here. Haligtree medallion. Okay, so we should have both halves? Nice. Oh, hang on. This is a Vector's Haligtree. So it says there it'll activate the Grand Lift of Rold. But the Grand Lift of Rold is how I got here. So I'm now like... Does it just go to two places? Is that how this works? Kitty. This is Ingrid. She is 15 years old. She does not belong to me technically. Actually belongs to the people next door, but they have 2 dogs and another cat and kids. So she's like, I'm getting out of here and going somewhere peaceful. But she pretty much hangs around here all day. She's hung around here all day for so long that we've just, like... she's just mine at the moment. Like, I look after her. She barely goes back. Oh, it's secret medallion. Okay, here we go. I looked after their dogs a while ago, actually. They're very nice. They're very, very old as well. I'd go there and just go... Like, one is like the size of a sheep, and it's just like... I love you. I'm gonna go down instead of up, that'd be neat. Oh no, it goes up, okay. I thought it was gonna be like the altar in Bloodborne. There's like a secret way to make it go down. Also, like, have another cat who is completely feral. And, he's not used to humans, but he's like, over the last year, sort of, he learned to trust me. To the point where he sometimes pops in through the window as well and has a little bit of cat food and then leaves again. I talked about this on an episode of the podcast, but basically, like, he'll do that and then, he was eating and, like, he can recognize me holding, like, the thing with the cat food in it now, so he starts going... And he was reaching up and I put my finger out like that. And I thought it was going to be this beautiful moment where I put my finger out and he puts his paw out and we touch and it's like E.T. And I put it out and he just went... and just batted me. I bled everywhere. Oh. He still comes in, he wasn't frightened off by it. He's a very, very big tomcat. Oh, the repetition of names. Yeah, I think that's deliberate so you can see who is, like, related to who. Because we have, like, Radagon, Radan, and then we've got, like, Melina, Nikella, Malina, and then, like, there's a lady called Millicent. And I think the deal with Millicent is she's some sort of descendant, I don't know if she's the long lost daughter or something of, Melania. Because they both have the same, like, shock of red hair, and she also has one arm. And she has the same... The story behind, Melania, like, the reason she has the only one arm and no legs, is that she had the scarlet rotting disease. And she lost her limbs to that. And there's this other lady who looks pretty much exactly like her, and she mentions not remembering who she is. But she also has the scarlet rot. And she's called Millicent, which is, like, very close. Like, that's sort of the M's and the L's are, like, very reminiscent. I'm gonna regret not leveling up, aren't I? I'm gonna die really soon. Hello? What are you? Oh, they're octopuses! Oh, it's a big octopus. Yeah, there is. I didn't show it off on stream, but I did it. You go to one of the Everjails, and it's called, like... There's another octopus in it. It's called, like, the Everjail of the Golden Lineage, which presumably means, like, you know, Godric's like, I am the lord of all that is golden. And you fight a boss, and it's literally just... I don't know if it's literally exactly the same model. It might have a different head. But he's called, like, Godefroy. So it's implied to be like some ancestor of Godric's. There's like, presumably there's like Godwin, Godfrey, Godefroy, and then like Godric, and there's probably like a bunch of other ones in between. Like, it looks like grafting was something that did, like, it was a tradition in that family by that point. There's like the grafted scions and stuff. Beast Eye Quivers just means, like, there's a boss I can kill that'll give me a... You know, like, there's no covenants, but there's sort of, like, covenant NPCs, if that makes sense. Like, you can level up the beast thing by talking to the beast cleric. You don't need to, like, join the beast cleric's group or anything, he just works. And, I actually really like that. It's really just like cutting out sort of unnecessary... Sin's gonna make me voice that thing, isn't she? Oh, yeah, I get the design of this. It's like... The octopus is this giant beef wall preventing you from getting... The calamari wall, I guess. And these guys, because they have a ranged attack, they can hit you through the octopus. You'll just fall off the side. Fall off the side, you stupid idiot. Sucker. Jokers octopuses have suckers on their tentacles. Ooh! Ooh! You hit very hard. Like, at some point I'm actually gonna, like, make a whole family tree of everyone. You know what? I don't know how many this is gonna get. Alright. Come on. Ooh, I still need another 2,000. See, if you look at this, like, actually, you can't. I'll move my camera. Move that. See how, like, you look on the right-hand side of the screen, look at our defense power, it's just going up continuously. I think that, like, they have recalculated, essentially, the way that, the stats work in this in comparison to the other Souls games, because, there's no armor upgrades in this, as far as I can tell. And the end game level is apparently 150. So it looks like they've recalculated it to be like, okay, focusing on a stat, in the Souls games, focus on the stat meant like 30 to 40. If focusing is more like 50 to 60, and like your defense keeps going up exponentially. I feel like what else? Let's go 55 strength. Let's keep going. I didn't think I was going to be able to beat O'Neill. That was surprisingly... Here we go. Okay, this is how you get to the Lord of Blood. I know that much. I don't know how exactly, but... And I know from the map that there is... Useful thing it does is, see that little thing there? That means I get the map by going to this spot, so... I just make a beeline for here, and I've accidentally opened Adobe Acrobat, I'm sorry. I was submitting something earlier. If we just head toward this direction, we'll be able to grab the map. Remember Ashes of Ariandel? Remember the Ring City? This lake looks ominous. Wait, there's gonna be a crab coming out. Okay, maybe not. I've heard some like really like salty things about the Melania fight. So I sort of... We'll see. Oh, there's a dog already. Ah, be there, wouldn't it? Everjail? Okay, there's actually quite a bit to explore here, so I guess I'll do some of this like later on, off camera. Dahlia was asking me how to get here earlier. No, I guess you do. Oh, hello, Eris. I'm sorry. The Enzo saga continues. Okay, this is Sin's cat. Sin's cat, for those of you who don't know. The new cat Enzo has these parasites that they need to get treatment for. It's not fatal, but it's like, it's giving him diarrhea. So, the vet has told them that the medication's not available, She called the pharmacy and they said, no, we have it, tell the vet to call us. This is like so ridiculous. I don't know exactly why Dahlia wants to come here, but she said Niall is standing between me and fashion. So I'm guessing there's like a really good armor set here. Can I talk to you? You say anything? Guess not. It's very similar to Celia, where we've been before. That was blue, this is like an off. This is like a Hatsune Miku green. The red spot is worth doing on stream. Okay, well, we'll just, figure out what the deal with this place is. Ghost Nut. Alright, this looks like the spot. Oh, hang on, do I need to do something somewhere else to unlock this? Is that what's going on? Yeah. Examines. Thank you. Very good. I don't know, is the seal's not going to be here, is it? Oh, hello. Oh, is it going to be one of those seek the sacred beast things? Like the 4 figures in the effigy. Alright. Oh, this is really cool, okay. This reminds me of, if anyone remembers, Skyward Sword. Skyward Sword had, like... I'm up and down on that game, but one thing that I think was, like, really, really good was these things called the Silent Realms. Where you would get these, like inverted universe versions of areas you'd already been. But they became stealth. They became, like, a stealth thing. And you're running around them, and there's these enormous giants with searchlight eyes that you have to hide from. And if they see you, like, the whole area goes hostile. It's, like, really, really neat. And this kind of reminds me of that. I can hear something trying to attack me. What? Oh, you're invisible, aren't you? Oh, these are the Black Knife Assassins. I'm hoping there's only one of these. There's not, but there's going to be tons. Actually, it is Dark Souls 2Z because, Eliam Lois had the invisible people where you had to use the eye of the priestess to see them. That is not useful. But we'll... anyway. For God's sake. Also, like, I mentioned this was very much like Celia. Celia also had the Light the Flames gimmick. Yeah, let's just keep going. Yeah, it's like Also, Eliam always had the seals, but they were ice that you had to get Alsana to melt. I really want to do our Alsana episode just because I have like about 30 gigabytes of Eliam Lois footage on like Sin and I's kind of shared Google Drive. I'd like to clear it out for other things. Alrighty. I can't use top. I've lit one of them. I think the solution is actually just going to be to run away from it. It seems like actually sticking around trying to fight them. You can, yeah, you can see the footprints in the snow. Ah, Meldron. Oh, the seals aren't here. Running in a zigzag, just make sure they don't backstab me. Okay, so this has a wall. I think if I jumped up, if it'd get... Okay, there's one up there. Okay. So... Maybe a rooftop job? It's An Orlando with Eliam Lois's gimmick. I'm gonna call it that. That doesn't work, does it? Fuck. Okay. Where do I start? I don't like them again. Okay, good. They stay lit. That's a massive relief. I'm gonna have to get on the rooftop. I can see them in the distance because they keep fading in. This way? Well, there's definitely more than one of them, so I can't be bothered. I walked past the ladder, thank you, okay. Stay lit, correct. See, if I thought there was only one of those people, I would bother fighting them, but they're just gonna keep appearing, so whatever. Oh my god, leave me alone. Oh, here we go. Oh, for God's sake. Yeah, okay. This isn't gonna work. Okay, thank you. There's a blue light next to the statue. That makes sense. Good. Let's go. My favorite location, I really like a lot of the Karia stuff, because it's this like weird like sort of academic institution that's obsessed with moonlight, which sounds familiar, but like it's very like it's very weird. There's these like big like moon viewing tables and stuff, and there's a part of it that's upside down. You have to like go through the level and then flip it and go around again. Like that stuff's really interesting to me. Okay. Let's try again. The person shooting me was on that building. See if they're still... Yeah, they are, okay. So it's not really feasible to try climbing it because of this. The solution is going to be to go up on the building. And either kill them or just knock... Oh, they're not even invisible, okay. I thought they were going to be invisible. Fuck you. Oh, are they Albinorics? That's really interesting. Albinorics, for people who don't, like, who aren't following that closely, the Albinorics are like a group of artificial sort of homunculus people who, like, are untouched by the gold because they're, like, not part of the Erdtree cycle because they're artificial. And they actually mention that, like, the Haligtree medallion is, like, where the Albinorics will find sanctuary. Come on, gimme. How do we get over there? This doesn't work. It might. Okay, revising what I said earlier, it's Anor Londo with Eliam Loises and Anor Londo's gimmicks. Well, okay, like, if you've been following Bloodborne cut content stuff, you'll know that there was this big back and forth about whether there was intended to be a version of Byrgenwerth that was upside down. Like, literally just like an inverted Byrgenwerth, like Symphony of the Night. And we went back and forth for a while and, like, was this an area? Or was this, when you're in the lake with... This is the other theory, that when you're in the lake fighting Rom, was there just intended to be a, like a Bergenworth reflection model, and that's why there are all these assets called Upside Down Bergenworth. This has, like, in the place that looks a lot like Bergenworth, is an Upside Down level, so as far as I'm concerned, like, there you go. There 100% was a plan for an Upside Down Bergenworth and just ended up in this game instead. Where am I going? Let's see. Dun, 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 dun. Like, see, the way that, like, they're bleeding, like, whitish grey, that's a sign that they're an Albinoric as well. Alright, so... guess there's one flame to go. Good. One flame to go. Not in the snow, is it? See from... paranoid about the invisible people, but like... that one's... can't tell if that one in the distance there, did we do that? Look under the stairs... oh yeah, okay, thank you. Yeah, I thought so. Oh, after I finish the Everjail, okay. It feels like because the Everjail extends this far, they might be hiding one of the flames out here. But like, regardless, I've got 3 of 4. So even if I die, like, we're not gonna lose them. Top of another... yeah, okay, top of another building. Be good. Let's go... go up that ladder again and just see if, like... get a better vantage point. Well, the inventory in this game is so vast, by the way. Alright. I'm assuming this is the highest. Got that one. We got this one. You got 50k runes back and right off a cliff. Nice. So wait, I have that. I have this one. I don't see, like... we're literally, I think this is the highest point possible. There it is. Okay, it's way over there. So we're gonna have to... Oh, okay, right, I see. Oh yeah, thank you for the people helping in the chat. It's just like there is a several minute delay, I think, for a lot of people. So someone mentioned looking under the room. Oh, here we go. Ah, my nemesis. Oh, this must be what Dahlia wanted. This is very much her style. Let's see. Hey, it's swirly time. Renala is my favorite. I really like her. I haven't met them all though. Oh, it's the bubble. These people are really cool. Hang on. These guys are really cool. They just sort of like hop around, and that trumpet thing, they attack by blowing bubbles. And they just blow these little golden bubbles that home in on you. I love them. Yeah, like we are as far north as it is possible to go. You can see, like, this has the scarlet rot fungus on it, so, like, Mikella's the twin of Melania, Melania's the one with the scarlet rot, so trying to see how this all works. What are Empyreans? I actually am not entirely sure. Because when they were talking about the Empyreans earlier, I thought, oh, Empyreans, that's just like what they're calling the moon people in this. Like, all the moon people are the Empyreans, because like Empyrean, the cosmos, etc. But I was talking to someone who, like, is already seriously trying to dissect what's going on in it. It's actually the guy from Reset Era who did a lot of the leaking. And, he just said to me, like, no, they're not. They're something else. But he's not sure what yet, but it's not the moon people. It's like, this might look a lot like the Great Hollow, but I can assure you it is so much nicer to navigate than the Great Hollow. Yeah, someone mentioned like the never-ending story. It looks like that or like Return to Oz or something. Okay, these ants are a lot tougher than the other ants. Holy shit. God. Yeah, Melania and Michaela, like, they're Empyreans. They're also, like, apparently just the direct descendants of Queen Marika. I'm also guessing they're the descendants of Marika and Radahn? No, not Radahn. Radagon. Because they have the hair of Radagon. And if that's true, then they're not descended from, from Ranni or Rennala. So they wouldn't be the moon people, but they'd still be Empyreans, so I don't know. Oh, fuck. Empyrean? Like, yeah, Empyrean. I remember there's a reference to, like, the wolf being a symbol of the Empyrean. Which suggests that, like, Empyrean actually does... It's not like a class. It's not like, oh, you're Empyrean level demigods. It's like there's actually, like, a place that this is going to call the Empyrean. And they're actually from it. But... I don't know what that is. This might be another run past everything dungeon. Basically, those ants were in like an Erdtree dungeon earlier, and they died in like one hit. And I stupidly assumed it was the same kinds of ants, but it's not. Alrighty. Yeah, that build-up now, that's Scarlet Rot, which is, basically the equivalent of Toxic in the Souls games. It's like a really, really potent poison. Probably gonna catch it soon. Okay, well, oh, no, there we go, yeah. So, like, my health is going down, like, way faster than it would if it were just poison. It's, like, extremely, extremely powerful. Okay, so if I can make it to the Grace before the Scarlet Rot kills me. Here we go. One of the things about, like, the cosmology of this is it almost seems like the gods, etc., like, they're bound to sort of flesh and they can't leave it. And Ranni's whole thing about severing the fingers is like, and like killing Godwyn and like killing her own body, almost seems like a way to circumvent that. Yeah, oh, hello, beast people. It'll come back. Oh, okay. I have talked about the giant. I have talked to the turtle about Radagon, yeah. The giant, like, I showed the giant turtle off a while ago. He gives you a massive lore dump. On, like, Radagon and Rennala and, like, the Lunar Dynasty and the red-haired giants. Like, Vardy could probably get a whole year out of just family trees at this point. Where are we going? Get in here. What's the one I took down? Hang on. Is this gonna open up later? Or... I can go over here, can I? Alright. Okay. Before I finish Farum Azula, that's quite funny actually. Look at they squish when you jump. Like this, is this open or? Oh, do I go down here? Go down there. Alright. Yeah, okay, this is a new path. Oh shit. Well, see, I don't know if Sin will want to do Sights of Grace of Elden Ring, because like I said, Sin is basically just playing Horizon all the time. If you haven't been following Sin on Twitter, Sin's played Elden Ring for about 2 hours, and she's just tweeting Elden Ring, like, Dark Souls 2 is better than Elden Ring, and just luxuriating in the angry comments she's getting. That is a snail, by the way. There's a lot of snails in this. That's a Crystallian. I want to get rid of the snail first, I'm sorry. Do this to my kin, but... So Crystallians are kind of interesting. In that... they have ludicrously high defense, but... once you guard break them, you do quite a bit of damage. They're a boss in some of the glintstone mines. Maybe I just can't be bothered right now. God, where am I going? Oh, she hasn't even started her... Your boyfriend's playing her... You've been talking about Horizon constantly. Is your boyfriend playing it? Ooh, look at these. Okay. I guess we want to be walking down. Okay, that's where we came from, so it's not going to go back that way. Maybe do I go inside this building? These are really pretty, by the way. The architecture here is really lovely. Goldtooth is an architect. She's a soul streamer who's an architect, and she's just like, as she plays him, she's just like naming every single thing. Like, yep, that's a this, that's this, that's this. See what I mean? Like, if you look at... Oh, well, I mean... I hit it a bit before it died. But you see, like, the, barely taking damage, and then when you hit it enough times, its guard breaks and suddenly it is taking damage. It's kind of how the Crystallians work. Bye-bye, GR Noise. Alright. Yeah, they're past the threshold now. I guess I just jump down here. I don't trust you when you say that. Yeah, the snails summon them, yeah. The snails are a boss in a couple of places. They do the Hamwick Witch thing, where like they just summon and summon. Be that side one. Oh, the other side, okay. I still don't quite get how the Eternal City, like, if you look at it, it's, a pretty large area. Like, it all seems to be connected, so I think they probably are just, like, precincts. Resident Evil over here. What happened to Godwin's body? So if you were around last time, Godwin is the Prince of Death. Like, when he died, he became the Prince of Death. And that weird face under Stormveil is called, like, an image of the Prince of Death, and it's got an item called Prince of Death Pustule on it. Which makes me wonder. Like, I don't think is that literally Godwin, or is it like an image of Godwin? I don't, like an effigy of him, I don't know. But, yeah, that weird tentacle face under Stormveil, that's like an effigy of Godwin. I know there's like something called Godwin's Corpse Bud, but I'm not there yet. I just really love how, like, everything is slightly bent here, like it almost, looks like you're watching on, like, an old CRT TV and, like, the lines are out of sync. Like, look at that. It just looks like it's bent. I'm annoyed that I messed up the fear thing, because I'm like... Okay, that's not Godwin. Okay, good. You can find Godwin's body. Okay, excellent. Do I need to be with fear to find Godwin's body? Fuck. Godwin, oh, it outright says Godwin's the Prince of Death. On an item called Prince of Death Pustule. I thought that was the same guy. Ah! There's an item called Prince of Death Pustule, and it says, like, this is a pustule born of the Prince of Death who was once called Godwin. The idea is, like, because Godwin was the first to die. What happened to Fear? Roundtable Hold got burned and she's just not there anymore. D is also dead, so... I don't know. We've been going for a while, haven't we? It's like 2 AM here. Oh, for fuck's sake. That's where I got stuck before. I guess it's this. Okay, I haven't failed fear. That's really good because I did not want to have to start this thing again. Basically, like, Roundtable Hold's burned and Fear's not there and D is dead. And I looked up Fear's questline and it specified D, so I'm like, I don't know. She might still show up. Okay. Okay, good night, Guillaume. Sorry, not good with names. She's supposed to be from Roundtable. Okay, that's fine. Oh! Check how long we've been going for. It's been 3¼ hours. Okay. So it's 2:07 now. I'm gonna call it by 2:30. Just because that'll be like over 3½ hours. And I still have a couple of things to do before I call it a night, so. This is pretty good considering I thought we'd still be on Fire Giant. Okay, this is quite obviously a boss arena, isn't it? What? No? Yeah, it is. Of course it is. Loretta. Oh, we fought Loretta already in Caria Manor. Oh, no, heal. Okay. Now we know what to expect. Shook up before the boss. Okay, let's see if we can find it. Hang on, while we're here. God, I have the spell tablet. Jesus. But I'll equip it so it's not doing as much damage. I had it on. Just does. Is the shortcut this bridge? Elevator to the first grace, isn't it? Yep. Let's go. That noise is Ingrid scratching herself against the table. Alright. Oh, shit. This seems a little easy. I'm guessing there is a second phase. Oh, okay. I do not understand the difficulty scaling in this game at all. Because if you compare that to, like, the Godskin Duo, the ideas are bulletproof. If you compare that to Godskin Duo, like, that was, like, a pushover. 200,000, cry. Okay, I know. I'm gonna go. I need to level up now. Like another 20k can level up again. The thing I keep saying about, like, what I think of the story is, like, I haven't really been focused on it. Because what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get to the end. Or at least the end game, and then I'll go back and look over everything. I'm getting, like, the world itself's pretty interesting. I'm getting all these impressions. But I don't really, like... I still don't have a firm grasp on anything, and that's kind of why I'm waiting, because... like, they keep dropping new stuff on me. It's like I'm on 57 strength. I'm still getting 3 extra attack out of these levels. Like, it's so ridiculous. Level we're like 104, aren't we? 104, okay. No, the god skin, as far as I can tell, it's literally they cut off the skin of divine people and wear it over their skin. They drop weapons called like the thing they used to peel the skin off, called the god skin peeler and stuff. My hands must be raw by now. Let there be joy. This must be the northernmost point. Yeah. Wow. You can see like all that in the distance. Let's go above first. I saw a chest on the... Hello? There's a chest. I don't think I'm too good, because when we ran into Godskin Duo, I did not do well, and like... This is the weird thing, like, Fire Giant. I just pulled through, and then, like, O'Neill, who at one point... I don't know. It's... Like I keep saying, the combat, like, just playing the game feels a lot like Dark Souls. You can fight, you can play it like Dark Souls in terms of the fighting. But, you can't play it like Dark Souls in terms of the progress. Because, like, the progress require, like, it's a lot less linear and there's a lot more, like, farming and stuff involved, or you'll end up underpowered. I likened it kind of to an MMO where it wants you to, like... It wants you to sort of stay in one area until you're the right level and then leave. Anyway, this is Ephrael, Brace of the Haligtree. Actually, let's check. I can see there's a Valkyrie lady in the distance. We don't want to pick her off. We have the Godskin weapon, so it might actually just tell her. Keep in mind, I'm not actually collecting weapons. This is just what you find lying on the ground as you're playing it to help. God. I feel like this is the first Souls game where arranged by alphabetical name would be useful, because there's so many of them. Oh my god. You got to Stitcher. The nobles possess skill with the sword and matches, but it's... Okay, that's nothing to do with what they're doing yet. It's called Godskin Peeler. Here we are. Doesn't seem to actually specify. She's one of the Valkyrie ladies. These characters were, we fought like scaled down versions before. They weren't actually that tough. They were in Caelid. And you may remember this character from the trailer. This is the knight that, this is the knight that sticks the spear into Radahn. They're like a faction. They're not a... They're not one specific character. When was it? No, it's 218, so... You'll notice, like, the skin on the Godskin people, the eyes are gold, which implies, like, they were killing, like, people who were very, very empowered by the Golden Grace. Oh, okay. Okay, if you quote the Godskin Noble Robe, that'd be good. I know we get that in Caelid, I just haven't been there yet. Yeah, the black the black flame kills demigods, right. Nobles are the most ancient apostles who are said to have assimilated in human psychology, not unlike the crucible the edges of primordial form. I'm sure that'll make sense eventually. Hello. This game loves guard countering so much I've forgotten how to parry completely. Yeah, Okari and Study Hall, okay, that's interesting. I'll have to go back there. I know there's like a god skin in Caelid. Divine Tower of Caelid, like you gotta fight one of them on the way up, down or something. There are a lot of these people. Oh, Noble. Okay, Noble said in Study Hall Apostles in Caelid. Thank you. Whew. Come on. Like, we're in this weird situation where the Godskin duo almost felt like they were too hard, but this almost feels like it's a little like everything's dying a little too quickly. So are these people very bad guards, or are they just depressed? I have one. Let's use one. Oh, I don't have one. I must have used it. Oh well. Oh, yep. There's an Erdtree spirit down there. A jump puzzle in the basement. Okay, cool. Thank you. I will check this out later. Is the boss after Godskin Duo the, like, Ludwig-looking thing? Oh, they're depressed because they're bad guards. Excellent lore. We're learning so much. Who needs Vadi? McAllen Knights. I feel like I've already been here. No, wait, I thought I'd been here before, but I don't think I have. No? Okay. I guess this works both ways then. I could always have just come up there. Alright. This is a really hard jump to make or something. Maybe you can't make it from... No. Oh no. Okay. So I guess if you knew about that, like, you could just skip that whole part of the area the first time. Look, it's the Taurus Demon Bridge. Let's see if there's a site of grace through here. There's a purple lad. Oh, it's a Crystallian. I apologize for how repetitive this is. Oh my god. What is this guy's problem? Does he just never shatter? Is that his deal? I'm just gonna leave this guy alone. There are 4 endings so far, good god. Oh shit, it's Scarlet Rot. feel like I'm not going to survive this. But it'll at least give me a rough idea of what's down here. Okay, this is going to kill us. We're not going to be able to make it past this. Why there's a ladder? Okay. Interesting. Climb it. Is this how you're supposed to get down and I was just stupidly jumping? I hear the grace noise. I don't know. Guessing I'm going... Oh my god, it's there. Can I... I'm gonna bite my lip and hope this doesn't kill me. Oh shit. There was a ladder. For the whole time. Anyway, I know it's 2:30 now, I just want to have a little bit of a look. Okay, no better than to go out there. I can always just suicide run to those treasure chests, but... Like, it's 2:30, I just want to get a rough idea of what's going to happen next. This has a natural point to end. Oh... Oh dear. Uh-huh. Where I came from. So, we're gonna have a fun time crossing a scarlet rot swamp, aren't we? Oh, it's these fuckers again. Oh, I haven't even met Gold Mask yet. I didn't realize, like, he was that important because he hasn't shown up. Finish the sewers before going to Mogwin. Okay. Will do. I'll do that. I'm gonna call it soon because this is just like... This game is long and it's like past the time I said I'd call it. Hello, Sin. I think it's the kiln of the first, like, disease or something. There's actually a talisman that breaks. I'm gonna use this just so I don't lose these if I die. And just like run through this. We can't run. This seems mean. Cool. Oh, for... That thing at the bottom, that's absolutely the arena where, Millennia is. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to call it a night, and we're not finishing this tomorrow, but I think we're like, we're in the last like 10%, I think. It physically cannot go on any longer. So that is the full map. So I'm going to call it a night. Good night, everybody, and we will see you again tomorrow, sometime later tonight, depending on the time zone. And we'll